conversation of the day. We're still looking at Nigeria at 61, progress and challenges. This time around, let's hear from young Nigerians what their views are on the progress so far made by the country, Nigeria. We have joining us from Lagos via Zoom, the convener of Make Nigeria Great, Victor Ani Laju. Good to have you join us, Victor. All right.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
My name is Victor Ani Laju.
Okay, all right, noted. Thank you so much for joining us.
Victor Ani Laju.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on your program this morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Happy Independence.
Same to you. We also have in the studio Henry Shield. Wazurago. All right, I have something different here. Thank you so much for finding time to be on.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let me just begin immediately with you. Nigeria at 61. I don't know if you found time to listen to the president this morning.
No, well, I did listen to bits of his speech. I was on my way actually.
Okay.
I listened to some of it, and
the elder statesman we spoke to much earlier did say that there's nothing exciting about the president's address this morning to Nigerians. From the bits you heard, do you share that same view?
Well, I will beg to differ a bit. I saw a difference in tone by the president. I saw a president who touched on key areas that are actually affecting Nigerians. I saw him talk about the economy, insecurity, youth engagement and employment, COVID-19. I saw him, it's unlike what we used to have before, where it was all about threat to this international community. So it's a departure from what we've been seeing in the past few years. Does he have substance? Well, we can say it does, and but if we critically interrogate it, maybe it's just the normal sugarcoating of words to make people happy, because we want to see how do we move from this present day pain. How do we move from the pain that Nigerians are going through? We want to see solutions. We've heard promises and this time next year, by the time he's delivering his Independence Day speech next year, he will be getting ready to hand over. You understand what I'm saying? So we are tired of rhetorics. We want to see plans on ground. But in all, I think the president did well by touching on key issues.
Well, let's also hear from Victor, who is on our virtual platform from Lagos. Victor, I don't know if you also had time to listen to the president this morning. What do you make of his address? That's if you actually watched him this morning.
Okay, thank you for having me. I actually watched the address. I would say to me and over 100 million young Nigerians, we are highly disappointed. We are highly disappointed. Same story, same body language, same tone. Nothing has changed. And nothing will ever change from the old generation. They just how that speech today was about power. And you say, let me just go straight that pisses me off. How can you say you are creating a youth empowerment program for just 1 million youths, where you have over 120 million young Nigerians? That is appalling. That is what a local government chairman or a state governor should be saying. Not what we should hear from a president of the biggest black nation in the world. How did we get here? From how, like, Seriously, the only way forward for us Nigeria is for these old incompetent leaders to chart a way forward for the new generation. That if we really want to work out this nation to get it to work, it's for old incompetent leaders to start charting a way forward. And that's what I expect Mr. President to give to us this morning, how they want to Nigeria need to move from the old Nigeria to the new Nigeria. Rather than giving us, I cannot take anything. There was no statistics, there was no direct investment in the life of the people. It was just full of same old story. I really don't know the people who normally takes the president's speech. The president today should be addressing the young Nigerians, the new Nigeria. That's what the president should be addressing. We are the one who make up over 80% of the population. So he should be addressing the young Nigerians and stop telling us about some things. Peace is not gotten by command. Peace is gotten by doing the right thing. You cannot offend over 80% of the population and you are giving an ultimatum that Nigeria should go and stay in peace. And secondly, they should change that slogan of saying Nigeria, what's it called, unity it's unnegotiable. No, you appeal to people to be together. You do the right thing for people to live together. You don't command them. They are not children. They are not babies. So what I'm saying is that if the president is listening to me and his presidency, right? Buhari as a person might have a good mindset for Nigerians, right? But the truth about it, the system they're using to operate is not working. It's not working, and it's obvious. Every one of us, even the old and the young, especially the young Nigerians, we have over 20 million young Nigerians who lost their job from last year to this year. You are not telling us the way forward. You are telling us empower. How much do they pay? 40,000 naira. But for 40,000 naira cannot even fuel your jail.
All right.
Buy you recharge.
Victor.
And you are telling us 1 million. 1 million as against over 160 young Nigerians. Is that hope? Come on now.
Victor, just hang on there, Victor. We'll come back to you before we round off this segment. But Henry, Victor is saying that the president did not actually speak to Nigerian youths. But I think that's not the case, because the president actually said he's impressed by the performance of young people in government, and therefore he's encouraged to bring in more young people into government. He also spoke about the Empower Projects program, where he's increasing the number from 5,000 beneficiaries to 1 million, and several
from
500,000 to 1 million beneficiaries. Isn't that a major takeaway? It's not something that Nigerian youths should look forward to.
See, it's a new month, and it's our 61st anniversary as a nation, and so I would rather go another route. Okay. It's a bit shameful that a country of over 200 million people, we are saying we only engage 500,000. The issue is, let's look at the statistics. How many have been plunged into poverty in the last 6 years? We want to discuss facts and figures. How many people have lost their jobs? How many can no longer... In fact, the middle class in Nigeria has been wiped out. Okay? So the tokenism of, additional 500,000, about 20,000, a little above 20,000 security people to be employed and the rest. I think from today's address, right, I think it is beginning to dawn on the ruling party that they have failed. So what they are trying to do, because I look at when he was talking about COVID became an excuse for why Nigeria is like this. I listened to that part. To them, COVID is a good excuse. All right? of why a lot of things, the economy shrank and the rest. Listen, we were not the only country affected by COVID. Before it came here, it already ravaged a lot of countries. So a thinking nation would have preempted that coming into Nigeria and created buffers or created ways to mitigate the effect on our economy. That's just by the way. The president and this government is not they failed the aspirations of the Nigerian people, and this is me saying it lightly. Okay, you have a president who has been totally disconnected from what the street is saying. A president who felt is zobu ehimba, is if you bring this one, we'll hit you, ama. If you criticize, we'll hit you, ama. Without Twitter, media must not report insecurity in the Northeast. See, I wanted to see a president.
You speak, as if Nigeria got her independence maybe in 2015 or recently.
No.
Let's look at even from 1999 up till this moment. Within this period, have we ever had it so good?
Not necessarily so good, but people were living and striving and hoping. Today, people are not living, they are only surviving. You understand? That is the difference. Where is the hope? Open up your social media account and see how many Nigerians are trooping out of the country. Right before us here, a particular country came and recruited our doctors, our nurses, our medical personnel. See, Nigeria did not start in 2015. Definitely. It will be wrong, it will be unfair, right, to heap the whole problem of Nigeria on a particular administration. But we are saying that between 2015 and today, Nigeria has gone so much down the drain.
All right, many thanks, Henry. Okay, let's get the concluding thoughts of Victor in Lagos. Victor, looking at the body language of Nigerian youths, do you think they are prepared to take ownership of their country?
We are 100%. Nigerian youths are 100 young Nigerians. We make up 80% of the population of Nigeria. We are 101% ready to lead our nation to the promised land. I know our fathers fought for independence. We appreciate them for that, but they are not the one to take us to the promised land. We, the next generation, the young generation, we are the people who have been ordained by God and are given the idea, the knowledge, the capacity, the numbers, the connection. If you see today, Nigerian youths are more connected than these old leaders. I go to the north every now and then. I have friends, I have allies in the north. I have good friends there. We are not fighting ourselves. We are only fighting injustice. We want these old, incompetent leaders to allow us live our life in our country. They are driving us out of our country. They are driving us out of our country. There are over 80 million young Nigerians that have applied to get visa to another country. Whereas we have everything that we need. Can they just for the sake of God and the sake of their children think of how power can be transferred from these old incompetent leaders to a new visionary leader that will take every Nigeria, especially the 80% population of Nigeria, which is the young people, to a better life, to bring help to everybody, irrespective of your language, your religion, or your geographical location. That is who a leader is. We don't need a leader that is tribalistic, that is full of religion, that is full of payback. A lot have happened in this country, and we don't want wounded soldiers to lead us. Any wounded leader will wound their citizens, and that is what we are suffering from today.
All right,
we need
Victor.
people who believe in
We have to go, Victor. We appreciate your time and intervention on the program this morning. Victor, of course, is the convener of Make Nigeria Great. He has joined us via Zoom from Lagos, Nigeria. We appreciate your time, Victor. All right.
Thank you for having me. God bless Nigeria. Look forward to seeing a new Nigeria emerge.
Thank you.
Help is coming. Help is coming. Help is coming.